Look at you all. Fancy without your armor. Fancy pants. Wait, no pants.
You must have ice in your veins to walk around like that.
Lost your armor to a bet again, did you?
What in oblivion are you doing out here like that? Do you have a death wish? Ah, what a lovely sight. Not.
Wish I could wander around with nothing on like you. But this cold bites worse than hunger.
An interesting choice of wardrobe. Or rather, the lack of it. A bold choice, though I suspect the cold will claim you before your enemies do.
Oh, trying to make the rest of us look plain, are we?
Oh my. I didn't expect to be so distracted today. Friend, I can handle the cold, but can you? Don't want you freezing. Skyrim's cold for that sort of thing.
Well, aren't you just the boldest thing in Skyrim? You sure you're all right? Seems like you forgot something important.
The Hist sees all. I wonder what it thinks of this. You are unburdened by shame, I see.
That's... wow. You can't argue with that.
Oh no, I didn't mean to stare. Really, I didn't.
Put on a cloth sack at the very least. You're making me unseasonably warm.
You're strolling around as if there isn't a war on. Think again. And cover up.
I'll just pretend I didn't see that, all right? Good? Good.
This isn't a tavern, and I'm not here to admire the view. Get dressed before you get hurt.
Ah, I see. Too stubborn to wear armor, or simply too poor to afford any?
What's wrong with you? Only a fool or a madman would be out here without furs.
Shore's bones. That's how a warrior walks, armor or not.
A beauty like you doesn't need armor, eh?
Why take a chance? Someone's got nothing to hide, eh?
Someone's clearly proud of what the gods gave them.
Oh my, I haven't seen such confidence since my younger days. By the divines, are you certain you're warm enough like that?
That's a lot of muscle for one man. Almost unfair, really. You don't need armor to knock someone off their feet, eh?
Come see
well,
me.
That's quite the view from down here.
Mind taking a step back?
Well, that's quite the view from down here.
I'm begging for a coin, but seems like you need clothes more than I do.
If you want to catch cold, be my guest. Just don't come crying to us. Just put something on and let's pretend this didn't happen.
Don't make me report this to the Jarl.
You must be freezing. Go stand by a forge or something. Another one wandering around naked. Must be something in the mead.
Fear not. Come dragon or giant, but please put some clothes on. It's distracting.
If I had a septum for every naked adventurer I've seen, I could finally retire.
Keep walking. The last thing I need is another awkward report to the Jarl. You're lucky I'm on duty. Otherwise, this might end differently. My cousin's out fighting dragons, and here I am, watching you prance around without a stitch on.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Or well, I did, but not like... Oh, never mind.
Oh dear, I'll just, pretend that didn't happen?
Sorry, I wasn't, I mean, I didn't mean to touch anything.
Not what I'd expect of Falkreath's guests. Cover up, and you might even find work in my court.
Huh, well, who am I to judge? Many things are revealed when one is laid bare.
Oh, well, perhaps you'd feel more comfortable. More dressed?
You've got one chance to turn round and come back properly dressed. Don't push your luck.
I'm all ears, but it looks like you're, all everything.
Ah, there you are, as casual as can be. Ain't a bad sight, I'll give you that.
What's the matter? Can't afford the armor either. Pathetic.
Ah, an experiment in resilience. Intriguing, but unwise.
Have you come to Falkreath to mock our pain? You are heartless.
Have you no shame? My daughter's death still lingers, and this is how you act.
Perhaps it's time for you to invest in some actual clothing.
You elves have some nerve. Put some clothes on and stop disgracing our city.
If your goal is to draw attention, I hope you're ready for what follows.
Ah, yes. You have certainly caught my attention. Not that you needed to try this hard.
Dragonborn or no, it takes a brave heart to stride through Windhelm like that.
You know, if you're in need of clothes, I could introduce you to a Khajiit trader. Even in Skyrim's cold, you managed to make it seem like the warm sands aren't so far away.
I swear every time I see something new in this city, it's worse than the last.
The dead deserve peace, not the sight of your bare self prancing about.
Have you no shame? This is a place for reverence, not exhibition.
Careful walking in here like that. Might just find yourself a little too popular tonight.
Days are done. Put some clothes on, will ya? This isn't that kind of tavern.
I don't mind what you wear, but some of my customers are starting to stare.
Looks like someone lost more than their septums gambling at the docks.
In Solitude, we pride ourselves on modesty. Perhaps it's a foreign concept where you come from.
This is Solitude, not some backwater village. Do try to act accordingly.
You dishonor this sacred place with your lack of decency.
This city has seen enough tragedy. Please spare us whatever this is.
Shore's bones. You're braver than I am, though I'd say also a bit daft. Shore's bones! You're, hard to ignore, in the best way possible.
As your hired mage, I feel compelled to ask, are you under some sort of spell? I'd offer you my robe, but frankly, I'm enjoying this too much to ruin it.
You walk as if you've nothing to prove. Confidence suits you. Very well. Please tell me you've got a plan. And it involves clothes at some point. You've a hunter's grace, even when unarmored. It's quite striking.
Aye, walking around like that in this weather, you'll catch your death.
Look, I've heard of tough as Nord steel, but this seems a bit much, don't you think?
I, wasn't expecting company, much less so much of you this early.
You visited that monster, didn't you? And now you stand here like this, as if you've nothing better to do than mock my grief.
Have you lost your senses? Armor may be cumbersome, but it protects you.
This is no place to be running around like that. What's happened to you?
Perhaps it's time for you to invest in some actual clothing, don't you think?